Hello, grade 9 to 12s. I am back again with another video. So today I will be doing algebra that accommodates grade 9s to 12. And today what we'll be starting with is distribution law. Now I have recorded videos on algebra and exponents. So if you would like to check out my first videos, feel free to do that. I covered like terms and unlike terms and all other factors of things like coefficients, variables, and constant, and like the number of terms, how are terms separated in algebraic expression. Now with today's video, we are leaving out the grade 8s behind and now starting from grade 9 to grade 12, meaning this is a more advanced video from the first one. So make sure you check out the first one because it has a lot of information that will help you do better in this part of algebra. Now, without wasting any more of your time, guys, let's get into the video. And please, if you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and tell us what you think or what you would like to see. And also subscribe for more videos like this to help you into your education. All right, now let's get into the video. Okay, now we are going to be dealing with distribution law. When you have two brackets multiplying against each other. So we can start by saying, let's say we have 3 outside and inside you have 4 plus a. We will come back to this one. I just want to try and do distribution law on an easier level. So in grade 8, from grade 8, this is how you will learn it. And going into grade 9, you will be shown how to do 2 brackets. So with you're using distribution law is that this 3 will multiply by this 4. And this 3 will also multiply by this a, right? So what you are going to do is you are going to say 3 times 4. That's going to give you a 12 plus 3 times a. There's a coefficient of 1 here. So it will be 3 times that one. And that will be 3a. This is how you go about it, right? They are not like terms. And we cannot go any further. So what you have to know is that you cannot add or subtract unlike terms. You can only add and subtract like terms. You can only multiply or divide unlike terms. I think my camera stopped recording, but I don't know which part was recorded. So I'm going to try to do another example in case the first one that I did was not captured. So what I am saying is that when you have a number outside, it's going to multiply with the bracket. This will multiply with the a, and this 4 will also multiply with the 3. That is called distribution method. So we are distributing what is inside with whatever that is inside the bracket. So 4 times a, that's 4a, plus 4 times 3, that's 12. And you cannot go any further at this stage because we cannot add or subtract unlike terms, but we can divide and multiply unlike terms. This is an unlike term. This is as far as we can go. If you were asked to simplify this term, this is as far as you can go. Now we'll go back to the more hard stuff for like grade 9 going upwards. All right, so we're still going to make use of the distribution law. Now, when you're having 2 brackets like this, they are multiplying against each other, right? So this a will multiply with the c, and this A will also multiply with the D. This B will multiply with the C, and the B will also multiply with the D. You start first with the inner variables multiplying or constant, the inner numbers, and then you go to the outside. So you will say A times C, which is in the inner part, and then B is A times D, which is the outer part. This as well is B times C, which is the inner part, and then B times D, which is on the outer part. All right. So with that said, I hope you understood. Now we will have A times C, and then we will have A times D, and then we'll also have B times C, and we'll also have B times D. So this is A times the C, A times this D, B times C, and B times the D. Now we have everything. So all of this will equals to AC. A times C is AC plus, this is AD plus BC plus BD. So here we are. What have we done? We have expanded the brackets using the distribution law. All right, now we are going to distribute this example as well. So remember x, so we'll have x times x, then we'll have x times the 4, then we'll have 3 times x, then we'll have 3 times 4, right? So this is all that we have. This is how you can make things easier for yourself when you are struggling at school. So x times x, remember the coefficient, the power here, the exponent is 1, right? The power is 1, is to the power of 1. So the exponential rule says if the bases are the same, we add the exponent. So that will be x1 plus 1. And that will be able x squared. So that is where x squared is coming from. If you want to know more about exponential laws, I made an entire video on that. Watch the algebra and the exponential law one. It will be very helpful in order for you to get where we are now. So that will be that will give you x squared, right? So here I will also write this as x squared plus x times 4, that's 4x, plus 3 times x, that's 3x, plus 3 times 4, and that is 12. Now, if you look at this, you will see that here you have like terms. So you're just going to bring together like terms and leave out those that are unlike terms. We are not dealing with that. We don't add or subtract unlike terms, remember. So you will have x squared plus 4 plus 3, that's 5, 6, and that's 7x plus 12. So here we are, and this is what we call a quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is a binomial in grade 9. All right, now we are expanding. You will be given a sum like this, and you are told to expand it. For grade 11, I think this topic will be dealt with now in term 3. So if you're watching this video before you open, big ups to you. You will be able to answer all the questions in class. Now, with this, you have to expand this bracket. In previous examples, I have shown you when the bracket is already expanded, right? What you do. Now, we expand this. You have to write this 2 times. So you will have x plus 1 and x plus 1, right? So we'll have x times x, we'll have x times 1, we'll have 1 times, we'll have 1 times x, and we will have 1 times 1. And x times x, remember I told you it's x squared. If you're still struggling with that, watch my previous videos. That will bring you up to speed. That will be plus x. X times 1 is x. Here is also plus x and then plus 1. They are like terms, so we have x squared plus 2x plus 1. And that is this example. So let's go to the other examples. All right, here we are again. We have 4m minus 7 squared. Now we still are going to expand this. 4m minus 7 and 4m minus 7. So I'll still do it like that. It's 4m times 4m. I would suggest you do this all the time when you're dealing with this until you are used to it. 4m times negative 7. The 7, this is minus, applies to the 7. And then we have negative 7 times 4m. And then we have negative 7 times negative 7. Now, 4m times 4m, we have 16. M times m, that's m squared. And then we have 4m minus 7, that will be negative. How much is 4? My camera stopped recording again, guys. Sorry about that. So I'm saying here that we are factorizing. So we have here 12 and 8. What we have to do is to find the factors of 12 and the factors of 8, and we're gonna take the highest common factor. When you are looking for factors, guys, this is what you do. You can go to your multiplication table and see which numbers multiplied together can give you 12. Or you can just say 12. Look for numbers that you multiply together, they give you 12. 12 times 1 is going to give you 12. So 1 and 12 are the factors of 12. And then you will say 6 times 2, they give you 12. So 6, 2 and 6 are the factors of 12. Then you say 3 times 4, they also give you 12. So 3 and 4 are the factors of 12. And then for 8, you say 8 times 1, and that gives you 8. So 8 and 1 are the factors of 8. And then you say 4 times 2, they give you 8. So 2 and 4 are the factors of 8. But the one, you have 1 as a factor of 8 and 1 as a factor of 12. And you also have 2 as a factor of 8 and 2 as a factor of 12. But you take the highest common factor. The highest common factor is the factor that appears for 8 and for 12 as well. So here we have identified that highest common factor as 4. So 4, we will take it as the highest common factor of the two. Okay, after that, what do we times 4 by to give us 12? So that will be 4x squared divided times 3 plus, here as well, the factor is 4, right? So that will be 4x squared times 2, we can say, so that the bases are the same, we add the exponent. So when you're factorizing, try to find this common factors to be exactly the same, even when you include those variables which are alphabets in there. So here we're able to find 4 as a common factor, right? So we squared this 4, and this side as well, we have x to the power 5. So we can have 4, we can distribute this x's, because when you add them, they have to give you 5. So we can give 4 this 2 and give 2 this 3, so that this 4 must be the same as this one, so that we can take everything out. So what is common is 4x squared. We take it out, and then we have 3 plus 2x cubed. Anything to the power of 3 is, that 3 is cubed. So 4 times 3 will give us 12. And then the x will be by itself because there's nothing multiplying within this side. And then you have 4 times 2. That will give us 8. And then x squared times x cubed. The law says when the bases are the same and you have a multiplication sign, which is these brackets are making them to multiply, you add your exponents. So that will be 8 times x 2 plus 3. So that x will be equals to 8x 5. That is your answer then. So here we have factorized this sum. Let's do another example. All right, this is another sum that we can factorize. We're going to look for the factors of 3 and the factors of 15. So factors of 3 and factors of 15. Now, the factors of 3, when you say 3 times 1, that gives you 3. So the factors of 3 will be 3 and 1 and 3. Now the factors of 15 will be 3 times 5, will also 5 times 1, 5 times 1, 5 times 15 times 1. So the factors will be 1, 15 as well. And then we have 3 times 5, 3 and 5 as well as the factors of 15. And those are all the factors. So what you can do is look for the highest common one. Now we have 3 here and we have 3 here. So the highest common factor will be 3. Now we can erase all of this so that we can continue. Now we have seen that we can take out 3 out of this sum. 3 can go outside. Now that will be 3 times 5 will give us 15. That will be, and 3 times 1 will also, I don't have space here, so let's start with this 3 times 15. We have 3 outside. Now we have to distribute A and B so that we solve this in the best way possible. So if we say this is A, this is A, so we cannot say a to the power of 4 or 3 because it's not going to apply here. So let's just say a as it is here, because here we have a. So in the brackets, we'll just do 3 so that we can add this a's and they give us 4. Now, with the 5 here, we can, the 5, we can give it a cubed b squared. Why do I say that? Because the bases are going to be the same. We're going to add the exponents and they're going to take us to this 4, right? So we will be exactly where we want to be. And then, sorry about that. And then we can have this b here. It's 6, so we can have squared. And then on the b, this side, we can have it as 4. Because when we add this b, you have to distribute these exponents as well. When we add them, they're going to give us 6, right? I hope you got that. And then we have 3 outside. It will have a, b as well. And then you will have 1 times b. When this b add together, they will give you b squared and take you back to this. I hope you have written these steps as I am going. No, okay, there's no need. So outside we have 3ab squared. Oh, we can still write it. Yeah, we have 3ab squared here at the yeah. So here, what we can do here is that we can still write this as 2ab squared, right? So which means here in the bracket you must have 1 so that you still have the same thing. Now, because we have 3ab squared here and here, we can take it as a common factor. So that will be 3ab squared into 5a cubed 4 to the power of b plus 1, right? So that when you say 3 times 5, you get 15. A times a, the bases are the same. You add the exponents, that's to the power of 4. Then b times b, you will have b to the power of 6 because you will add the exponents, plus 3ab squared. I hope you understand that, guys. Like, let's see this one for instance, right? When you factorize this, the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. So factors of 6 equals to 1, 3, 2, and 6. Because you say 1 times 6 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. And then the highest one is 3. Highest common factor equals to 3 between these two. So obviously outside you will have 3. Then inside you will have x. And then here you will have 2. So 3 times x, that will be 3x plus 6. 3 times 2, it's 6.